we'll just get started. So I'm doing something a little different tonight, and that is I want to keep this more of a roundtable discussion. I think we're at the point where all of you could do the presentations and explain the traffic shifts and the lanes and why we need to take lanes and the activities. And the last couple of weeks, a lot of things have been moving forward. You know, the project was awarded. Let's see, we met in end of March. So the last time we met, the project had just been awarded. And then behind the scenes, all the sausage making to get ready to actually start the construction. And we've had newsletters go out, construction notices go out, and a series of meetings. And we have stuff happening out in the field now. And so what I wanted to do is just hear from our community, hear from you, how it's going so far. And I know we're really at the beginning. The traffic shift just happened last Wednesday, and we haven't impacted left turns yet. We haven't done night work yet. These things will happen. But I just want to kind of get a feel from you. You know, how is it feeling? Are you hearing anything from neighbors? Is there something else we should be doing? And then I want to talk about, you know, the stuff that we have been doing for outreach, the events that we have going on, and your participation in that. This is the part where you get to turn off your mics or turn on your mics and speak up, please.
Hey, this is Julie. No impact at all. I haven't noticed anything. Live right on the corner of Capitol Expressway and Excalibur on the east side of all that. And no impact at all that I've noticed.
That you're feeling yet. And that this is really good. It's good feedback because you know, we're trying to do this in a very thoughtful way and methodical way to reduce the impacts. At some point, Julie, when we start the drilling in front of, you know, behind Crossroads in front of the other homes across the street from them, then you might start feeling it. But we're hoping we're kind of easing the community into this. Has anyone else? I know Sandy's driving right now. Maybe she might be on Capitol Expressway right now.
No, I am driving, but you know what?
Oh, you're driving too?
Yeah, I think, you know, once the construction happens at night, then I might have some complaints because I'm literally a half a block or less from Capitol Expressway.
Okay. And you work during the day, so you won't be impacted too much by the daytime noise.
Correct.
Is that still correct? Okay. And Craig, are you still there? I don't know if he took off or if he's back. Curious to hear his experience.
Yeah, well, I just got home last night, so I
Oh,
didn't.
you haven't really.
Oh, almost went that way, but I didn't go anywhere.
Okay, Sandy, go ahead.
I've gone on to the Capitol Expressway during the peak hours and no impact at all.
That is wonderful.
That's good to know.
Feedback.
The cars are flowing and it's been great.
One of the things we did was we adjusted the timing of the traffic signals. You know, we gave, you know, depending on where the demand was, you know, we adjusted the, you know, green for more green or, you know, less red, depending on, you know, where the demand was. So we did a lot of adjustments between Quinby and Excalibur. I think that helped. Just an FYI.
It is good to note that because if you do start hearing things, if there's more, you know, if it does get, I mean, it will as we start taking more lanes and doing night work and left turns, and you'll probably start feeling it more. But we are BTA's managing the 2.4 miles of Capitol Expressway, the lights, and so we're able to react pretty quickly to see what adjustments we can make.
I did have a question.
Mhm.
Are you guys planning to put electronic trailers along Capitol Expressway?
We have two out there right now.
Okay, I didn't see them.
One, so if you're going northbound, is located just south of Quimby, so before anything is changing, so people knows they're coming up.
Okay.
And the other one is southbound. And then is that one just off the freeway or farther down?
Yes, it is, actually, it is on Capitol Expressway as you come off the freeway. If you're going southbound.
Somebody was giving me some feedback. They saw the signs on 680 near the Capitol Ave Expressway
Yeah, one
exit,
there
and they
too.
said that was really helpful. What they thought would be more helpful, then we can look at the area, is signs as you get a little bit more closer in, onto Capitol Expressway. So
Mhm.
maybe add a couple more just to keep it fresh, because he said that, going down, it was like, oh, okay, I know there's something going on down there. I know why, because it says light rail project. But once they got onto Capitol Expressway, they didn't see the other. And I think it's because we have one in each direction. Maybe if we add one more in each direction. And space is a constraint right now. We're gonna
Yeah.
get really active, but let's see, we can, whether it's another digital board or move the digital board and have something more static, we can play with that to help out. And the other thing too is the city, and not the city of San Jose, but there is other projects. There are other projects taking place in San Jose on city streets, like on Quimby and at Tully. We're not working on those streets, so I know people might think it's us, but there are other traffic backups due to those projects. I think a lot of it is like utility work, underground work. So if you hear anything and people are thinking it's us, you could always let us know. I was provided a website where I could go onto the city site and look to see what it is. But the good news is mostly it won't be us.
And Kathleen, and then just let you know, I sent you an email of District 5 is going to be starting a lot of resurfacing projects. So it's good for us to be just aware of those and which neighborhoods are going to be affected, which is really close to our project. So
That's perfect.
that confusion of who's doing what and why, so that we know, here's a list of what we know the city's doing. And then we can, if they have questions, we can contact Ortiz's office.
That is perfect. Thank you.
I think, yeah, we should coordinate this because depending on when this happens, because we may have some detours going through, when we do some.
That is right. That is right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
the
so I
city
sent you a
repaving.
list and of what they say coming soon. Unfortunately, no dates, but maybe we can coordinate with Ortiz's office if they know and just haven't shared it yet. But
Yes.
those are all going to be resurfacing projects right adjacent between Capitol and White. Those neighborhoods along that stretch are getting the resurfacing projects.
And I think we're familiar with knowing an activity is coming up and not having the exact date. We've been on that. We've been on that side too. We're trying to, be as exact as we can. We have been providing weekly updates to the council offices, the county supervisor offices, leadership at the city of San Jose, and like DOT and county roads and airports. I think what I should do is actually expand that to our stakeholder working group, just so, and it's a short email. It says, this is what we did this week. This is what's coming up next week. And so folks, what I'm going to do is I'll forward you the one that was sent this afternoon. We did it a day early because of the holiday, but normally it'll go out on Fridays. And what I'll do is I'll add it to this. I'll add the stakeholder working group members to it. And that way, oh, next week is the pile driving. Oh, next week is paving, or we're going to close that Ocala, left turn. I think what we'll do, I think it's a good, resource. Looks like Ken just joined. Just to give you an idea too, we've had a huge social media push. We haven't done this for a capital project like this before, but we have this full campaign on Facebook and Instagram, and a lot of it was leading up to the first lane shift or lane closures, you know, the lane reductions and the reduction of speed. So it was going out on Facebook and what's the other one? Instagram. And then we have done something a little different. If you get hooked to your phone and you see those videos, the reels, we did a couple of reels. I'm going to just share my screen for a second so you can see this because it's kind of cute and fun. Let's see. I think it's showing up right now. Yeah, looks like it. The first one was just a real general what this project is doing. This isn't a play thing. I can just show you a little bit. And then a couple weeks later, we talked about, okay, we're going to have reduction in lanes and reduction in speed. And we'll be doing these every 2-3-ish weeks as things progress and we have something really specific to talk about. And the first one, I did it. The second one, Lupita did the narration for that, and we'll feature other folks on the project team, make it, you know, so community gets to know us. Lupita cannot join us tonight, but she is new to our team and has been really instrumental in helping with the permit to enter. This is where we want to, we're asking residents who live right along the expressway in certain areas where we're going to be doing pile driving to do pre-construction and post-construction surveys. And to do that, we need permission to enter their property, and we send letters. And what she's been doing is going door to door and helping to explain the program. And some people have just been filling out the forms and giving it to her directly. She also facilitated one of our community meetings a couple of weeks ago. She did the Spanish facilitation. And then she also facilitated a meeting just for those homeowners just the other evening, Tuesday. So you'll get to meet her on the next meeting. She has a class tonight, so she wasn't able to join us. What else? We held 3 community meetings. 2 were virtual. One, as I just mentioned, was facilitated in Spanish, and then we did one in person. And given the size of the list, I wish we had more people come, but we still had pretty good attendance at all of the meetings. And we went just to, you know, over a lot of the material that you have seen in the past, where we talk about the lanes, where we talk about the construction activities, why we have to take the lane, what to expect. We went through all of that, and they went over pretty easily. Let's see, what else? That's the social media campaign. We've had also, in addition to the videos, the social media campaign is, you know, put out things on Twitter, and that's the one I was forgetting. Excuse me, X. And we're getting a lot of shares, and I have to laugh when I heard the videos are trending. Like, I've never trended before. And then we've just been participating in a lot of meetings. So we've done the District 5 Budget Town Hall, District 8 Roundtable, Cinco de Mayo at Emma Prush. We had our community meetings. We attended, actually, Lupita and Ben, you also did the community meeting, or the District 5 and 8 workshop. So that was another opportunity to reach more stakeholders in the neighborhood. We're here tonight talking. And we have the groundbreaking on June 8th. So I'll talk about that in a moment. And then also July 5th, we will participate at the district, I think it's District 8 is hosting it, the 4th of July Festival at Cunningham Park. So we are getting into summer session. I'm going to stop sharing. So as we get into summer session, Sandy, you have been fabulous about sending us leads to Viva Parks events, and I'll reach out also to our council offices, but we'll be able to do a lot of those, and also National Night Out. So we'll start our summer tour. Before I go on, any questions, comments? Or small group, just pipe in. Okay, I'm gonna go on. At about 7 o'clock, you're gonna get a stakeholder email, and it is announcing our groundbreaking event. June 8th, you guys. It is going to be fun. It is a community event, and all of you are invited to have a table to represent your neighborhood association. So let me know. I believe, actually I did. I sent you all the link yesterday, I think, or the day before, and I can send it again, but we have a sign up form. The table, it's free. We provide the table and the chairs. You provide your tablecloth and stuff that you want to share about your neighborhood or services. And we have been reaching out to a lot of the nonprofits in the area, community-based organizations, and also public associations or agencies like ourselves. We'll have a bunch of VTA tables. I don't want any private company tables. This really, I want to make it community resource fair. And a lot of our speakers are also going to table. So that's Senator Cortese and both Supervisors Chavez and Arenas, council members Ortiz, Candelas, and Torres. And Mayor Mahan. So we'll have a lot of agency tables as well. But if you would like to participate that way, that would be great. And I ask you to invite your neighbors, your friends, your families. We are going to have food trucks. People sign in, they will get a little card that is good for up to $10 of a dish at one of the food trucks. We have entertainment. We'll have mariachi. I have lion dancers, folklorico. And of course the program itself with all the speeches and the golden shovel, and I've got it all mixed in, so it should flow very nicely and truly be an event that's for the community. So I hope I see all of you there. You get to sleep in a little bit on Saturday, and then you still have the rest of the Saturday because it's done at noon. So please, please come. Sandy, go ahead, and you're on mute. Go ahead and unmute yourself.
Kathleen, will you have some posters available that I can post in my neighborhood?
I have a lot of posters. How many would you like?
I would like at least 10 to 12
You got it.
posters. Okay, great.
How would you like me to get those to you? Do you want me to, can I drop them off somewhere or should I pop it in the mail?
Are you going to be anywhere nearby in the area that I can pick it up? Actually, I have a couple of days off after Memorial Day weekend, so I could drop by the VTA office.
Oh, if you want to do it that way, yeah, we can, we're going to be closed Monday. But we are here, we're open the rest of the week next week, and I don't want you to say your address on this because we are recording this right now. So you and I can talk offline if you want.
Okay.
David and I and Lupita, we're also going to be out delivering notices and the posters to businesses and the libraries, all the usual suspects. So we can coordinate getting that to you, but I have those and I can share that with all of you. If you need a drop off, we can do that too.
Okay,
And
perfect.
Cindy,
Thank you.
Sandy, you mentioned stopping by our office. We could always leave the stack with your name on it and let the front desk know that
Yeah,
you're picking it up.
if we're not
So,
here.
whichever is convenient for you, we can do that.
Okay, thank you.
Great, thank you.
So did I hear you say you're gonna drop them off at the businesses in the neighborhoods?
We are, yes.
So do you have specific businesses or is it all of them? Just curious, because there's a few in my neighborhood now, you know, that I don't know if you guys are hitting, so.
You're farther east
I'm
up, right?
Aborn and White.
Aborn and White. We usually go about as far as the
Dealership.
Safeway shopping center. But we can Aborn and White. I can,
Yeah,
if there's a specific one or a group or like a shopping center,
yeah, I
like
know.
we'll do the mall and
There's a Starbucks there, which everyone frequents.
okay.
There's two Starbucks, one on Aborn. Well, there's two on Aborn, one closer to White and one down by Capitol, across right by the Wendy's.
So farther south than the one that's across the street from the mall over where Safeway is? Is that what you're?
Yes, further
Okay.
south. That would be actually Aborn and Capitol.
Okay.
And Craig, since you're gonna be at Starbucks, it'd be great if you can convince them to post it up on their community boards.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna try to, yeah, that's what I was gonna try to do.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah, there and what about there's a Lucky's on Aborn and White right on the corner.
Okay,
Mm-hmm. That's by my parents' house, the Aborn and White. That's their Lucky's.
Yeah, there's a Planet Fitness right there.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people frequent that, and the Dollar
that's a
Tree.
great location.
Yeah, and the Dollar Tree. So there's quite a few businesses there.
Yeah,
we will,
and I think
yeah.
any businesses also that have like community boards. are
Yeah,
great. So
yeah, that's what
some
I
of
was
the
gonna-
smaller coffee shops and stuff like that.
Right.
And I know we're going to be visiting the Safeway shopping center. They've got the Jamba Juice that's got community boards. Those are always great places to stick our. It's 11 by 17, so they're kind of large, but at least large enough to be noticed.
Yeah.
And they're
Yeah,
attractive.
Yeah, that's why when someone said you guys were going about a business, I didn't know how many or which ones, and I think those are good places to have put up the posters so people know about it.
We'll
So-
definitely add them. Thank you.
In other
And-
words, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get people to start talking in a good way, right?
That's right. That's right. Festive and fun.
There
Okay.
you go. There you go.
And Sandy, go ahead. I saw your hand up, but you took it down.
Kathleen, will you have them in multiple languages or you just have them in English?
I do. You know what? I think I have it. Let me see if I have it up. Da, 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 da. Yes, I do. Let me show you what it looks like. Okay. So it's a banner that you see behind me, and we've got Spanish, Vietnamese, Chinese, and Tagalog.
Oh, okay.
Little QR code. So if people want to, you don't have to RSVP, but it's there. It helps, with the reminders. And there you go.
That looks great.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
And it's good to note that we're going to have these in A-frame sizes on the transit platform.
Yes.
So again, with a QR code, our riders will know about it as well. So just taking a picture of it, sending it on your social media. Partner post is always a great thing to leverage. So it's not just us pushing out the information, you doing it, and us as VTA like it. So we partner post, and that's kind of how things get generated in everyone chatting about it online.
And our social media will also be pushing this out with a lot of hashtags, hashtag
Mhm.
to our supervisor's office, council members' offices,
Mhm.
to also tag and share. So
if
like
you
it on
see
your
it,
Facebook and
like it,
Instagram.
reshare it.
Does VTA post on Nextdoor application?
Yes,
Yes, we are.
actually, it's in my queue after this meeting ends tonight. I'm going to do my first Nextdoor post. And I just did so we have the stakeholder email. That's one I'm always getting people like, please sign up. That's people who want to hear from us. Nextdoor means you're going to hear from us. And so that one is going to go out, and we'll do it multiple times, but tonight is the first run. And the actual mailed invite is dropping tomorrow at the post office. So those will come in. And we made sure it was nice and bright, like that image behind me. That is the one you see. We want people to open it. And then again, if you think of any organizations, or if you want to table at it with the neighborhood association, and Sandy, I'm thinking of the time you and I had our tables next to each other at one of the Viva Parks, we can host you.
Yes, I'm going to be interested in having a
awesome.
research table.
Great, great. Okay. I had a feeling tonight might be a short meeting. I think next meeting we'll be able to have a little more like progress on the project to show you. Let's see what else is coming up. Next month we have a policy advisory board meeting. So we've got the event. That's the big one. I want to really push that out. I feel like with like say we have the food trucks, we have the entertainment and a balloon arch, like this is going to be fun. I just need community to come now. So, and I may be setting a new standard. I think everybody's gonna, on our board will be like, we want an event like that. And then we have, let's see, the Policy Advisory Board meeting. July is going to be a quiet month, and other than we'll table at events. And then we'll just, do the summer tour. And also, don't forget, we can come out, maybe do project updates to your neighborhood association. I know, like Craig, it's been a long time since we've been to Thompson Creek, and so if you're still in, well, you are still involved because you're here. So.
Yeah, I'm still there. But yeah, I'll give you a call or send you email on it a little bit later on.
Right. Okay. Does anyone else? So I just want you to know, I did get John Peterson wasn't able to attend tonight. We are going to work with the mall on signage inside the mall, on project information. And he's also helping out with allowing us to divert parking, because I'm doing this event in our parking lot and on the plaza. We're diverting parking to the mall side of things. And so he was super agreeable to letting us do that for a couple of hours. And Ernesto wasn't able to come in tonight. I should give him a call because I haven't seen him in a while. What else? I think that's kind of the run of it. Ben, David, Ken is silently hanging out back there if anyone has anything they want to share.
Kathleen, I think this is really, really good stuff, and I really applaud what you're doing for the outreach. At some point, when we start to get some structure up and see what's going on, we're going to want to maybe take some of the information to some of the schools and do some training regarding, transit and construction and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be probably, sometime early next year when we have a few frames up. But we really want to, give folks an opportunity to engage with the project that we're building, so they will be excited to use it and the environment can feel connected to it. So we're going to try to get, schools to be engaged and to provide some chatter as well. That's going to be done, though, after we see some more, real work in the field. So that's an area that we want to promote when we get that far.
Definitely. And Lupita has made some strides in getting us connected to our school districts. We started the traffic changes as school is ending for the school year, but we are able to connect with them so that when they start in fall or late summer, fall, when school starts again, mostly the transportation for the school buses, making sure they're apprised and prepared for that. And even our own service is impacted by this. And so our operations is watching and making sure, if this is causing delays in our own service, adjusting our service times to make sure that everybody's, getting their connections on time. And, there was another thing that was on the top of my head and it just went away, so it'll come back. Oh, newsletters. We did one very general construction notice, and for certain activities, we will do targeted, like this specific activity if it's a real, a heavier impact. And we have a newsletter that will go out in July with the project update. And then some other, it doesn't have to all be about construction. There are some really fun things on this project. On June 4th, the San Jose Public Art Commission is going to get an update on the Eastridge artwork. And so that will be presented at that meeting. If you'd like, I can send you a link to that. It will be virtual and in person. I will be attending virtually. And there have been some updates to the design that will be fun to share. And another thing that I want to share with the community, this is kind of cool, but if you recall, the station art at Story Road had artwork with poetry, lines of poetry on the panels. One of the poets, all four poets are from City of San Jose. They were commissioned by the artist. And when he went out for, was meeting these poets, after he made his selection, one of the poets was nominated and selected to be the Santa Clara County Poet Laureate. So kind of a cool, and he's from Eastside San Jose. So kind of a neat, little mesh of community getting involved in this. So we want to just share the good stuff too. I mean, construction's good stuff too, but Hi. All right. like I said, this will be the shortest meeting ever. We'll still put it up on the website. And if you hear anything, if something comes to mind, always reach out to us.
And Kathleen, I don't know if you mentioned the registration is up. So we encourage you to register once you get the invite, encourage your friends, neighbors to register too, to attend. So we can kind of get a head count of how many people. It's not required, but it's encouraged so we know the amount of people that are going to show up to this event.
It helps us tell the food truck people how many people are coming. We don't want to run out of food. And if, just so you know, we have
Well,
a
and-
chicken
and
truck.
Kathleen-
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say, Kathleen, I really appreciate the way that you are really focusing on this being a community event, not a project event. So I think, so I know you said that, but I really like that. And
Thank you.
I think it's the first chance we've had to actually show the community
It
that
is.
we appreciate them. So, this won't be the last time, but we're hoping to get, and I like the ideas of posting it in the areas that have a lot of foot traffic so that people get aware of it and they can participate, because we do really appreciate the patience the community has, and we want the community to use and enjoy the service, right? And so I really like the fact that it's truly working to be a community event. So I think that's worth, continuing to celebrate.
It's been fun to plan. And then this is part after we hang up, we'll be like, hey, Ken, I need your Cal cards. So. Alrighty. Well, that's
Yeah.
what I have for this evening. And thank you for coming. And we'll catch up the other folks later next week.
All right. Have a good night,
All right.
everybody.
I'm going to
Thank
go ahead
you.
and end this meeting.
That's
Thanks,
great.
guys. All right. Take care.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.